Hi, this is your Faithful Fear talk after the midnight hour. If you've been following this week's reflection, today was part 3, and I read this verse and I'm going to read it again. Isaiah chapter 40, verse 31. But those who trust in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not become weary. They will walk and not faint. Isaiah 40:31. One of those verses that we return back to time and time again when we are tired, when we are feeling worried, when we're going through stuff, when we're just feeling all this heaviness. Isaiah 40:31. When strength feels borrowed and completely gone. How many of you have been to that place where you feel that you're borrowing strength from this sister, from your fivefold ministry, from someone, because you're constantly, help me pray, help me pray, help me pray. I just can't do it anymore. I apologize, but I'm dealing with allergies today. I just can't do it anymore, right? When strength feels borrowed or completely gone. Isaiah 40:31. A long chapter. Isaiah 40 is a very long chapter in where we see that God acknowledges what? A couple of things he acknowledges in this chapter. He acknowledges exhaustion, he acknowledges discouragement, and he also, and the feeling of being forgotten. We all gone through that. There's moments that where we feel discouraged. There are moments that when we reach out, we don't get the response that we want to hear. And that instead of us questioning God, okay, God, why didn't I get that response? Why, Lord, why? We get discouraged, disappointed, and instead of drawing closer to Him, we just draw away. We pull away. This verse isn't spoken to people who are strong already. No, this verse was not. If you're strong, this verse is not for you. These are for the one who are feeling the way that I'm telling you right now. It's spoken to people who are tired, spiritually, physically, mentally, emotionally, tired. But the Lord is reminding us that He is our strength, that He is at the right hand of the Father, and that He will lift us up in due time. In due time. It's spoken to people who are tired. Key phrase, those who hope in the Lord. Those who wait on the Lord. That was part, right? He says, but those who trust, but now it says, but those who hope in the Lord, those who wait on the Lord. What is that? That waiting isn't passive. That means that waiting is not passive. Because it's saying those who hope in the Lord, those who wait on the Lord. Waiting is not passive. It's not giving up or doing nothing. It's what? It's active trust. It's active faith. It's active expectancy. A decision to anchor ourselves in God. Because I said, but I that wait in the Lord, it's my decision to anchor myself in God. Even though circumstances give us every reason to panic, even though those situations you're going through, the problem you're dealing with, even if it gives you every reason to panic, rush, or rely in yourselves, God is reminding us in Isaiah 40:31 that we should choose to anchor ourselves in God. Waiting on God means saying this: I don't have enough, but I trust that you do. I don't have the answer, but I trust that you do. I don't have the strength, but I trust that you will strengthen me. I don't have this. I don't. And God is saying, and you're waiting and trusting, and as you're saying, I don't, your faith is being fortified, and you're saying, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Trusting that He doesn't replace our strength, but He renews it. He doesn't replace our strength. He renews it. That's the thing. Everyone, we ourselves tend to replace things. But God doesn't replace things. What He gives us is new. What He does is new. He renews it. Renewal implies what? Repetition. Renewal, when we're renewing, is replying repetitions. I'm renewing this contract. I'm renewing this lease. I'm renewing the repetition. Which means we don't receive strength just once, right? When God talks about his strength, when he says he renews your strength, is that we don't receive strength just once. We don't receive strength just once, I'm sorry. We come back again and again. We renew in him again and again. His strength in us renews daily again and again. The verse Isaiah says, they will soar on wings like eagles. Breaking down this verse 31. So I'm up to they will soar on wings like eagles. Eagles don't flap constantly. Eagles do not flap constantly. They stay in the air. They mount up and then they soar. They catch thermal currents and rise. Catch that. Thermal means there's a temperature you need to be at to maintain soaring. There's a temperature in your relationship with God that you need to maintain in order to be continuously sowing. Your strength continuously being strengthened. Isaiah said, they will run and not go weary. They will run and not go weary, which means that running requires what? Endurance, perseverance, and seasons of momentum, responsibility, and action. God promised us that when we run, we will not collapse under the pressure. When we run, we will not collapse under the pressure. If you're constantly going, if that thermal pressure is where it needs to be, anchor in God, your relationship with God. Finally, the last part says they will walk and not be faint. God values that kind of faith. God values that kind of faith. That faith that says, I will walk and not be faint. Just as much as the sowing and the running. So just as much as the sowing and the running, that walking is just the same. You receive the same victory. Soar, run, walk. Some may see it as an increase, but it may actually be permission. Permission. Not every season is about flying high. There's seasons that we won't fly high, but he's still holding us. We're still sowing. We're still sowing. Some seasons are not about simply walking. God calls that victory too. Whether you're sowing, whether you're running, whether you're walking, God calls that victory too. Even in the season when you feel you're not, God calls that victory too, because you are waiting and trusting. Waiting and trusting. Isaiah 40:31 reminds us that our strength doesn't come from willpower. It doesn't come from willpower or spiritual performance. No, it comes from hope placed where? In the Lord. Hope placed in the Lord. When we wait on him, we do not want. What is it that we don't do? We don't rush. We pray instead of panic. We trust instead of rushing. We rest instead of being stressed out. We have peace in him. And knowing that he meets us with exactly the strength we need for that moment, for that season, he is there. Which means and implies to me that he's always there. He is always there. It's that you recognize that he is there. It is you that needs to anchor and trust in the Lord. It is you that needs to make this verse your own. But those who trust in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not become weary. They will walk and not faint. That was your Faithful Revealed Talk after the midnight hour. Have a blessed good day.